Shalom. This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. I want to start off by saying thank you to all of our Booster Club members for your many donations and much more, your prayers. We visited faraway countries and strange lands. We've even spoken to dignitaries and were detained for spreading the glorious gospel in Cuba. The truth is that the descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel were scattered throughout the world. Help us on our journey as we continue to raise up the nation of Israel. 12 tribes worldwide. Join or donate today. Shalom.
I mean, have you ever heard you're an Israelite? Yeah, because you said that people was pastors, right?
But my question is, I know, I hear you. For everything you say.
Right.
He's saying about black and Hispanic, right? But the Hispanic is Jews.
You said what?
What's that? Hispanic is Jews.
Hispanic. You think he thought he was black, huh?
I thought everybody was.
No, Josue, what's your nationality? Watch this, what's your nationality? According to the world.
Oh, see, I didn't see him.
Puerto Rican. You see? You see?
I didn't know he was with y'all.
And that's what we out here for. We ain't out here just no black man on the corner going crazy. We ain't the Black Panthers. We ain't no black Hebrew Israelites.
What you're saying,
you see?
You're speaking truth.
Right. But the thing about us speaking truth is you understand that it's truth, right?
I understand.
So what you gonna do with that truth?
I'm doing better with myself.
No, you gotta do something else. Give me Acts 3:19. Because you know what's gonna make it so bad is the fact you said that your people were pastors. You know something about the Bible, right? So what does the Bible say? If you know better, what come with that? More stripes, right? So you know that the scriptures tell you that you're supposed to be wearing your fringes. Have you read that in the Bible? When you read the Bible, God, according to the Bible, God had a chosen people. When you read the scriptures from beginning to end, first he chose Adam. When Adam was in the earth, it was other people in the earth, but he chose Adam. Let me ask you another question. When Noah was in it, you heard about Noah, right? When Noah was in the earth, did God choose Noah? God chose Noah, right? He saved Noah. Was it other people in the earth?
Yeah.
What we trying to get to the show is that you that Noah, meaning God chose you.
That's right.
When you look at that sign right there, look at that sign right there. When you look at the Bible, you had Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob had 12 sons. Those sons today call themselves Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Mexicans, African Americans, Jamaicans, Haitians. But according to the Bible, we the bloodline descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
That's right.
We ain't no Puerto Rican, we ain't no Dominican, no black African American. Because what you say your nationality was?
Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican, what does that mean?
Well, I'm technically a Chico Rican.
Who?
Puerto Rican born in Chicago.
Okay, Puerto Rican. But what does Puerto Rican mean?
Puerto Rican means what, like the name itself?
Yeah.
Like,
because you remember a rich port. You know we asked a lot of Puerto Ricans about that and they don't even know what that means. So hey, Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. I'm gonna salute you on that because we asked Puerto Ricans that a million times. What does Puerto Rican mean? I don't know. It means a rich port. So what you gotta ask yourself now is why are you saying your nationality is a rich port? A rich port is a thing, not a people.
Right.
So what before y'all were labeled a rich port, who were y'all? And that's what we out here to show you. And that's what we out here to show you. Watch this. Let me show you something. Watch this. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 3. You said you were slaves?
Way back in the day?
Okay, look at that right there. That's documented in the Bible. Stay with me for a second. We're going to show you that everything you're saying is documented in the Bible. But the thing that I want you to understand is that it's the special people that God was talking about. It wasn't everybody in the world that God was talking about. He was talking about you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You are the Israelites.
That's right.
When you read the Bible, we are the bloodline descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But I ask you a question. You understand that a rich port is not a people, right? It's a thing. Watch what the Bible says. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 3.
Bring it on.
The ox knoweth his owner. So God say an ox knoweth his owner. An ox know who his owner is, meaning if I go up to an ox, I can push the ox, tell it to do something, it's not going to do it. Watch what God say about you. Does not know. God says we don't know who our owner is or where our land is. Read. My people. God says my people. My people. Now read that part again. My people. God says my people. The Bible was never given to all people. The Bible was taken from us and retaught to us in slavery. But you know what they taught us? The Bible teaches that Christ looked like that. Look right there. Dark skin, woolly hair. That's what the Bible says. You read the Bible, skin like bronze as if it was burnt in the furnace. So who is that white man? That's what was taught to us in slavery. That's what was taught to us in slavery. But the thing about knowing it is, you know it's going to make it worse for you when God visits you. Because you know better. You're not like no guy out here that never heard the Bible, never read it. You understand the scriptures and you understand that God is real, right? So God said that my people, you remember that? My people, that's possessive. Read.
But Israel doth not know.
God says his people don't know. Read.
My people doth not consider.
And they don't consider. Let me ask you a question. You know when God says his people don't consider? All these, how long have you known that Puerto Rican just mean rich poor?
Oh, for a long time.
Yeah, a long time. Out of all that time that you, it said my people doth not what?
My people doth not consider.
All that time that you knew Puerto Rican meant rich poor, you never considered how the hell is my nationality a rich poor?
Bring it out.
No,
Like me, if I could line up 5 black, my whole life I just thought I was a real nigga. My whole life I just thought I was black. That's the color. Your shirt is black, I'm brown.
Right.
I thought I was African American. They told me I was a nigga, a Negro. And they told you, see, and you thought that he was black? Because why? God says his people don't even consider. All these years you knew that Puerto Rican meant rich poor, and you never even considered, what does that even mean? Like me, I'm going to use myself as an example. I never even, when they told me on the paper, you want a job, tell us your nationality, I'm circling black. I never even considered, wait, that's just the color, that's not a people.
right.
That's what we're trying to get you to see. You are those people according to the Bible.
That's right.
Deuteronomy 28.
I always had problems with those, like, filling that out.
You always have problems with what?
Like, filling those out, like...
Yeah, because it don't feel right.
Like, really? Like...
And I just
Why
asked your
does
sister
it
that.
matter, first
You
of all?
gotta ask yourself, why do they label us black, Hispanic, Native American?
Right.
What's the difference between it? It's no different. It's just a slave name that was put on you. But you made a statement earlier. You said years ago, before you called yourself Puerto Rican, you were slaves, right? I'm gonna show you that in the Bible. Read.
Bring it out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So God is speaking to the Israelites. You ever read about Moses? Moses, what did Moses do? I'm asking.
He did a lot of things.
But what was the main thing he known for?
Part the seeds.
And he delivered who?
All the Israelites.
The Israelites. You know who those Israelites he delivered? Our forefathers.
That's right.
Those is our forefathers. The same way our forefathers built up this land is the same way we built those pyramids in Africa.
That's right.
We ain't no African. African and so-called Negroes are two different people. We are related. We not related to no Africans. The black and Hispanic man, we the same people.
That's
We
right.
not the same people with no Africans.
Right.
Those not our people. I just wanted to make that clear because I know we dark skinned, but we not no Africans.
That's right.
We the same people. Read.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So God said, you so-called blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans, when we came out of Egypt, Moses told us, if y'all don't listen to God, read.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
If you don't listen to God and do his commandments, because guess what? Moses didn't deliver the world out of Egypt.
That's right.
Moses delivered a specific people out of Egypt.
That's
the
right.
same way we're going to get delivered from this Egypt is the same way we got delivered from that Egypt in the past.
Right.
What we out here trying to do is to get you on that side of deliverance.
Right.
Judgment coming to this place. A lot of our people walk by, don't give a damn. It is what it is. But the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American man, they gonna know that God is real. They gonna know that they was God's chosen. They are God's chosen. Excuse me. It ain't gonna change nothing whether they hear or forbid. Judgment coming to this place. People think that they over here looking. I keep seeing this sign. Oh, I can't wait for 2021. I can't wait. If the year changed, the judgment ain't gonna change. You still gonna have coronavirus. You still gonna have babies getting killed. You still gonna have our people getting kidnapped. The year changing don't mean nothing. If you don't change, it's gonna continue to happen.
That's right.
Read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day.
So God told us we got to keep his commandments. You wonder why judgment is happening to the so-called black and Hispanic man? It's because we sin against God. The white man going around here destroying everything that he sees, taking every land that he sees. Why is it that they not in chains living on street corners? Why is it our people? We not dropping bombs on no Japanese people. We not going over there and dropping bombs in Iraq. So why is it that God is allowing us to be on these street corners? Our people are sleeping on street corners. They don't even know they're the gods to the earth. Our people are here drunk, high, out their mind. Don't even realize the royalty that they are. Read.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Let me ask you a question. What's all those skull and bones about? What's the skulls about?
I like Halloween.
You like Halloween?
Well, but
You like Halloween?
I kind of consider these my brothers and it's me.
You can't do that. You know what that's called? That's called idolatry.
Right.
You wanna? Let me ask you a question.
I'm not artist.
Huh? I know, but you saying something like that shows the idolatry. You wearing that? A lot of Northern American people use that as what's that called? Dia do Morte. Or Jose, what's some more of that Spanish makes? I mean,
No, I'm not like that.
Native American death stuff. I mean,
like the
Puerto Rican
artist.
death stuff. Santo Domingo and all of that stuff. De la Muerte. That stuff. That's what, you know what comes with that? Spirits come with that. You know what else came with that? Slavery. Because us following idols.
But that's only if you believe in that.
So what do you have that on for?
It's like voodoo and all that stuff. That
Because I asked you, I said, what is that about? You said it's my brother.
With it, only for the simple fact that they believe in it so much.
Okay, what
Look at the mind.
What do you have that on for? Because I'm just
Because
saying.
it's an art thing.
It's an art. Okay, so you like art.
Yeah.
So I just want to help you understand because you said it was your brother, your cousin. We can't move like that.
3 brothers and me.
You say what?
3 brothers and me.
Those are your 3 brothers.
Well,
That's how you look at it, right?
No, not that I want to say it.
No, I'm not. What I'm trying to get you to understand is the idolatry in it. It's the idolatry in it. With the reason why we in captivity now,
I want to keep it close. But it's a thing that I got.
it's nothing but an image. It's a graven image. It's a graven image. But what I'm trying to get you to understand is following stuff like that, the white Jesus, honoring the cross, doing all of this stuff, that's the reason why we're in slavery now.
Right. Yeah, but I don't do it for those reasons. I just do it as an artistic point of view for myself. I don't do it for
Is that the will of God? Colossians 2:8. Let me show you something real quick. Watch this.
It's the book of Colossians, chapter 2 and verse 8. Beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceits.
Do what?
Vain deceits.
Philosophy and vain deceit. You know what that philosophy is? It's what you just said. These skull and bones is my brother. Because a lot of our...
I say that as I don't say it as an idol or anything.
Okay, so you don't worship. Okay, so go back to Deuteronomy 28. But basically the point I'm trying to get you to understand, the reason why we in slavery and getting judged is because we put things before God. We go against this. This Bible gave us a way of life to live. The Bible gave us a way of life to live. And because we go against this is the reason why people get gunned down in the street. The reason why people are sleeping on the street. Because we focused on the wrong thing. The Bible says we should be focused on serving God and keeping His commandments. You know that, right? You say what?
It can be a twist to that.
What's the twist?
If you twist it into a positive aspect.
You lost me.
Okay. Like I said, I like art. I do art.
Right.
This is art. But if you spin it around,
It could be something bad.
different method.
Okay, got it.
It's more positive.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
So God says if you don't listen to me, read,
to observe to do all His commandments,
and do what I command you to do. Let me ask you a question. What's some commandments?
Some,
Commandments. Give me some commandments.
thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not covet, thou shalt not, what else is there?
So you giving me the 10 commandments.
Well, you take some commandments.
Right.
It's
Now,
been a long
let me
time.
ask you a question. Do you know that there's more than 10 commandments in the Bible?
I believe so.
You believe so? Okay, let me ask you a question. You ever read about the Sabbath? When is the Sabbath?
I'm not sure.
The 7th day of the week, right? According to the Bible.
Okay. I'm Pentecostal. Well, I was raised Pentecostal, so that's like might be a little different. You never did that.
Okay, I got you. So you was raised with the Bible, but it was taught to you a whole nother way.
Right, old school.
Okay, we got you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to return and understand the real understanding of the Bible, return it to you.
Break it
When
up.
you read the Bible, it's a history book. The Bible just means biblios, records. It's a record of your forefathers. The so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Christ, King David, King Solomon. These is your people. These is real men that walked on this earth. Those is your people.
Yeah, I got it on my phone.
Okay, so what the Bible is telling you is the history of the Bible. The history of this book is telling you, if you don't keep God's commandments, it's a judgment that come behind you. That's what the whole book is about. Read.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So you gotta come back to God's laws. You with me? And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get you to come back to God's laws. Read.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
Half of them.
All his commandments.
10 of them.
All his commandments.
So God said we must keep his commandments. Okay, the King James, that's good. So when you get a chance, read Deuteronomy 28, and you're going to see your history in there. That's what we're showing you now. God say if you don't, listen to what I'm telling you. God say if you don't keep his commandments, it's a judgment behind you. Read.
And his statute, which I command thee this day,
Read.
that all these curses.
All these what?
Curses.
Let me ask you a question. When you look at the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American man, just here in Chicago, do we look like the cursed people? You'll say, read that again.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
God said if you Israelites don't keep my commandments, you're going to be cursed. You're going to be cursed as a people. Let me show you some of these curses. Read.
Verse 16, cursed shall thou be in the city.
Where?
In the city.
What is another name for Chicago? They call it the what? They call it the what? The city. Read that again.
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
So just like you stated, God, the Bible stated God, his people will be cursed in the city if they break his commandments. Look at our people. We got babies getting killed. We got babies getting killed. Is that not a curse? Is that not a curse? God says his people are going to be cursed. Read.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
You know what it means to be cursed in the field? I'm going to ask you. Because you know some history, because I asked you, who are your people before? You said slaves. So what does it mean to be cursed in the field?
I would say cursed. Like,
Give me some examples. You say what? Where is the majority of so-called Mexicans? Where are they at? Working where? And a lot of them in fields. When the so-called black man came over here in slavery, what did they send us to? The cotton fields. It wasn't just the black man they sent to the cotton fields. They sent your people into the fruit fields. That's right. Picking tobacco, picking oranges, picking strawberries, picking pie, all of that stuff. Cursed shall thou be where?
In the field.
Our people are cursed in the field. Cursed picking cotton. Cursed picking fruit. And the white man over here talking about deport them. Deport them. Get them out of here. The white man ain't gonna go pick no fruit though. He ain't gonna go get in that field where our people at. And that's why they keep us over here. They love to say, go back to your land. Get out of here, go back to Mexico. Go to Puerto Rico. They had a tropical storm in Puerto Rico. Is Puerto Rico a part of America?
Technically, I guess.
So why is it that America didn't come and help Puerto Rico?
Break it out.
Right.
You know why?
Because they're full of shit.
It ain't because they're full of shit. It's because, give me verse 46. Watch this.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Now ask you a question. Puerto Rico is supposed to be part of America. Why didn't they help Puerto Rico though?
Yeah.
Donald Trump is on camera over there shooting paper towel.
See the video of when they got hit with the first hurricane?
Yeah, and then got double back. The whole land destroyed.
They had a whole warehouse filled
Full of
with
water.
shit.
Full of water and didn't do nothing.
Babies.
And didn't do nothing with it. So the thing that I'm trying to get you to understand is what does God say about that? Watch this.
Verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of hearts.
God allowed that to happen. Do you understand that? That's what we're trying to get you Hispanics and Native Americans and blacks to understand. God is allowing all of this judgment to happen. He allowing all of it to happen. He allowing the Mexicans to begin to put in ICE, to get deported.
That's right.
He allowing mothers and fathers to be taken away from their children. God is allowing all of this. God is allowing all of this. He allowing all of it. You know why? Because our people are evil as hell. Are evil. You got babies being taken away from their parents and put in cages. So-called Mexicans are being put in cages right now, and y'all out here gangbanging.
Used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.